The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros. Who's next on Gervonta Tank Davis hit list? Now, there are a few options. We're going to take a look at a few things. So we're going to listen to what Gervonta Tank Davis said about a potential fight with Shakur Stevenson.
Shakur is a quick boxer, a good guy, but do you think he would engage you enough that make it an entertaining fight? Or if you fought him, do you feel like it would be a bad fight because you'd be chasing him all night?
You know how it would go. Everybody in this room will know how it would go. You know what I mean? But I guess it'd be good for the sport if we fight now or later.
Shakur is a quick
All right,
boxer.
so that's Tank's reaction to the fight is Shakur Stevenson.
I guess it'd be good for boxing, nigga.
Ryan Garcia was in attendance, and Ryan Garcia.
I like
said
Ryan's
that,
shirt. I like Ryan's shirt.
Yeah, his shirt said he was Tank's number one fan. They asked him about fighting Ryan Garcia. Here's what he had to say. If he decides to play, that would be great.
In the ring after the fight.
Oh, Ryan? He's crazy. He's crazy. Talk about rematch. He said I was the best at 135 to 42. He said that. Say he want to fight me again. I'll kick his ass again.
The conversation about with me.
All right, so that's what Gervonta had to say about fighting Ryan Garcia. This is what he had to say about fighting Vasily Lomachenko. This was tweeted by Michael Benson. Gervonta Davis has welcomed the potential fight versus Vasily Lomachenko, which is already in talks for November after KOing Frank Martin. Gervonta Tank Davis, quote, said, "For sure, yeah, for sure. I'm willing to fight them all. My prediction for Loma, a whipping time." So that's what Gervonta Davis said. So apparently Gervonta Davis is in talks to fight Vasily Lomachenko in November. At least that's according to Michael Benson. And so the last thing I'll show you is a tweet from Leonard Ellaby, who said, "One down on the hit list." Now, somewhere in here, someone said, "Why is the hit list so secretive?" But so Trill, Dollar Bill,
Yeah.
Who's next on Tank's hit list?
Well, it seems that Gervonta stole AB's name because AB is no longer the can man. It's Tank, because anybody can get it. You know what I'm saying?
If anyone can steal it, it's Tank. I'm sure AB will be okay with that.
Yeah, he would definitely be okay with that. He's the can man because anybody can get it. He's not afraid of none of these guys. When you get to this level, you're not afraid of any of these guys. Tank, man, listen, man. And I like this new Tank. Forget what everybody's saying. I know when you're up at the top, when you the Canelos, you the AJs, and you the Tanks, you know what I'm saying? People gonna come out the woodwork, you know what I'm saying, hating on you, no matter what you do, just because they got some insecurities within themselves. You can't fight everybody they want you to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, they want you to fight everybody. You can't fight everybody, but still, after you beat one, they're gonna say you gotta fight the next, and then after that, you know what I'm saying? Then they want you to fight tough fight after tough fight after tough fight, not worried about your health. You know what I'm saying? And your future. You know? Like, man, I like this new Tank too. I like Tank showing his personality now. He's talking more. He's smiling more. This was the happiest Tank. He was happy to be there. He was happy to be back in the ring after that 14-month layoff. This is the Tank I like to see. The smiling Tank, the Tank that he showed everybody who he was behind the scenes. Now he gets to show the world this bubbling personality, all smiles, having nothing but fun. He was clowning the whole time. Even his running into the ring like a wrestler at the media workout thing. You know what I'm saying? Playing around. He's having the time of his life. And why not? We're witnessing something great. So why hate on it? You know? Who he has next, whoever he wants to. and we're all going to tune in because he's going to spark them out. You know what I'm saying? This boy's been fighting since he was 7, competing since he was 8, and it shows. Okay? Y'all want him to lose so much, so put him in there with one of y'all guys that y'all like, and I guarantee your guys will run from him. Shakur gonna be running backwards the whole time trying to fight him. He's gonna be running back the whole time trying to fight him. Ryan, he got your number. Stop it. Go out there and worry about other people, Ryan.
Ryan's not even making the weight anyway. Like
exactly. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Loma. I got love for Loma, but time's up. I got love for Loma, but time's up. Loma had better days. You know, now he's going in there with Tank. Come on, stop it. Don't let y'all hate blind y'all. People get blinded by hate and it's whack, yo. Because then y'all say unnecessary stuff. But anyways, whoever Tank want, he's the can man now. And anybody can get it. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. So let's narrow it down. If it was up to you and you were in control of Tank's career, who would you suggest he fight next?
Just because it's a good little scrap and have everybody talking and it gets to shut up certain notions. Let's go in there with Shakur Stevenson. He's been doing a lot of talking. Give him what he wants. You want a chance to test to see that you're good? You know what I'm saying? Let's do that. And Tank, let's get a smaller ring.
The smallest ring you could.
Come on, we know what this fight's gonna be. Even Tank said it. We know what it's gonna be. We all know it's gonna be. What's those track shoes? The Aces or whatever?
6.
That's what Tank gonna have to wear.
Running shoes too, the Asics, boy.
That's what Tank's gonna have to wear if he fights Shakur Stevenson. But do it for the sport, do it for the culture. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And get Buddy up out of there. I guarantee he gonna stop him from a body shot.
Yo, and Asics is where Balenciaga bit their whole style from too, just for the record. Just so y'all know. Okay. Y'all need to get hit.
And yeah, there's the Aces and the Sketches because they do the extra soul on them.
I know a bunch of older people are like, everybody's copying us now. Man, our swag, you know. No, I'm with you. I think the cream will rise to the top, as they always say. And we're starting to see people lose. So we saw Gary Antoine Russell lose. We saw Subriel Matias lose. We saw Devin Haney lose before that. And we saw Gervonta Tank Davis deliver. And the one thing people always say about Gervonta Tank Davis is he's not fighting the quote-unquote names that they want to see. But he is fighting active, live fighters who are threats, undefeated, looking to win. You got to look at what he did with Pitbull Cruz on short notice. You got to look at what he did to Mario Barrios. Yep. You got to look at what he just did to Frank Martin. And even Rolly. People clowned Rolly in his victory over Rolly, but Rolly has done some good things. Like O'Hara Davies, like I said, people rate O'Hara Davies. They thought he was good. He stepped in the ring with Ismael Barroso and got steamrolled. Barroso didn't steamroll Rolly. So Tank over time has proven that he's the goods. He's the real deal. Now, I don't fault anyone for questioning Tank because there were times where he was engaging in questionable behavior in terms of like Trill said, there was questions about his maturity, questions about decisions he was making. He even was on house arrest and things of that nature. But since he's learned, even he was saying the N-word, right? And he kept apologizing for it. And of course he could say the N-word, but it's like he's trying to be a better person for himself. So it's not about anyone else. It's just about himself. He's just trying to be a better person for himself. So he's trying not to say that as much. He's trying to So you gotta respect that, and that's what, like, I noticed the people who want to make the changes for themselves just because they want to be a better person, just because they want a better quality of life. Those are the people who make the changes. Those are the people I respect. Like, not the ones who just saying it, but if you really want to do it, you're going to show it. You really going to, and Tank's been showing it. Like, for example, when he did that interview and he said he was like, yeah, I was a little worried when I fought Ryan Garcia, and he said he had a little fear of Frank Martin, and people were like, oh, he's scared of Frank. He's scared of Frank. I can tell those people never fought before, never stepped in the ring, never competed. You don't even have to fight. If you play basketball, if you play football, you have that healthy fear when you know you're about to be on the big stage, when you know you're playing a big game. You have that healthy fear. Like, that's how you know you're alive. That's those are the best feelings. Like that moment before he's like, yeah, I'm a little worried. Like, look at the expectation. People looking at him, whatever. Oh, he's scared of Frank. He's scared of Frank. Did he look scared last night? Did he look scared last night? So, like, I get what you're saying, Trill. I do like Tank because I feel like he's coming into his own where it's like he doesn't have to play the games. He's not trying to impress people on social media. He's not doing all that or whatever. He's just being true to himself. Like,
he can talk now because Floyd ain't talking over.
That's what he said. That's what he said. He said, you never used to talk. He said, because Floyd was doing all the time. Floyd was talking. I do think you're seeing someone comfortable within himself. And that's important because you see what's happening around him. Which brings me to a point, and then I'll move on to who I think he should fight next. But having a healthy fear of your opponent is what makes you a good fighter. You see, Gary Russell was overconfident last night, and you saw what happened. Subriel Matias was overconfident last night, and you saw what happened. Devin Haney was overconfident when he fought Ryan Garcia, and you saw what happened. Gervonta said, yeah, I'm a little worried. I got, I have some fears with fighting Frank, and look how he performed. Because when you're not fighting someone you have a healthy fear of, that's the biggest trap. That's when things can happen. I would even throw Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz in there. I bet you he had no fear of Andy Ruiz. And then you saw the biggest upset in boxing history. So hopefully we're getting into a place where people are going to start taking these dangerous, difficult fights. Because although Frank Martin wasn't rated high on everyone's list, or actually a lot of people thought Frank was going to beat Tank, so they better be giving Tank respect today. If you said Frank was going to win, you got to give Tank respect for the rest of his career. With that being said, I want to see Tank fight Vasily Lomachenko. Actually, the reason why, Dollar Bill, is because I think, well, one, Vasily, he just stopped Kambosos. Kambosos is someone who beat Teofimo Lopez. Shakur still doesn't have that marquee win. Vasily gets all the credit. Vasily gets all the love and respect in the game. Since people are giving David Benavidez credit for beating up a 37-year-old who was on his way out, who was already stopped, then they shouldn't hate on Tank if he goes in there and sparks out Vasily Lomachenko. So for me, I would like to see Tank fight Vasily Lomachenko, because I think if he knocks out Vasily Lomachenko, that he makes an emphatic statement to the sport of boxing. And then, of course, the fight with Shakur will be there if Shakur actually does something impressive in his next fight.
Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. That's Caden. I'm Trill the Commissioner. We are the Boxing Bros, LLG.